In the previous video, we had discussed about different topics like what is light and how it is considered as a wave, how it is considered as a ray. In the macro physics, we consider light as a ray, and I had discussed the topic in the previous video. Now, I am discussing what is a light ray. Basically, what is a ray? A light ray is nothing but the light which is showing the direction. In the sense, like this be the origin and this be the point that the light want to reach. This is called as originator. In the sense, the source from where the light is coming, and this is the point where the opaque object is present so that the light hits the surface. So the light is indicated in the way with the arrow and with a straight line. The light ray direction can be any direction, in this way or in this way or in this way. In any direction, they may be parallel, or they may be perpendicular, or they may be inclined at a certain angle. In this way, light ray is being portrayed. Now, let's discuss about another topic, beam. What is beam? A beam is nothing but a group of light rays. They may be in any order. They need not to be in parallel. They need not to be inclined at a certain angle. They may be. I am considering a group of rays. That is called a beam. Now, a beam is nothing but a group of light rays which are coming from only a single source. Right? Or a extended source. You know what is an extended source? In the sense, tube light. In the sense, this is a small bulb. A small bulb is considered to be a point source or a single source. A tube light, in the sense like this. A tube light is considered to be a extended source. That means from this point the light rays comes. From this point the light ray comes. Like this. Okay, this extended source, from this extended source or point source, different types of light rays may come. So the beams are possible in different directions. So there must be different types of beams too. Okay, what are different types of beams? There are mainly 3 different types of beams. Okay. What are 3 different types of beams? One is, let us consider firstly point source. Here point source is considered. Point source, okay? If the point source is considered, the light rays come like this and spread in all directions. The light rays are coming from a single point source and spreading in all directions. This is called diverging beam. What? Diverging beam means they are diverging from each other. The light ray, this light ray is diverging from this way. This light ray, in the sense, it is getting away from each other. This is called diverging beam. Okay? Second one. Next, I am considering some light rays in this way, but when they are extended, they meet at a point. They are coming from different points and they are meeting at a single point. This is also a beam because this is also a group of light rays. So this is also a beam. So this is also a beam. This is meeting at a single point. In the sense, they are converging. Means they are coming. This light ray is coming near to this light ray. And they are meeting at a single point. This is called converging beam. Yeah? Converging beam, diverging beam. Had you understood? And the third one, I had said three different beams. So the third one is, you only guess, what is the third one? First one is they are going they are going away from one point. Second one is they are coming towards a single point. And the third one is they are not touching at all. Parallel beam. Okay? These parallel beam, in the sense, the two light rays never meet if they go to any point, they don't get touched. This light ray never touches this light ray. This light ray never touches this light ray. They never meet, so they are called parallel beam. You know what are parallel lines? Just I am placing an arrow to keep the direction in which the light ray is going. So these two are called parallel rays. I am not considering here rays. I am considering more than two rays. Greater than two rays. So it is called parallel beam. I had said beam is a group of light rays. What are three different types of beams? One is diverging beam. One is converging beam. And one is parallel beam. Okay, these are not absolutely parallel. They are approximately parallel. Okay, I am considering these two a parallel beam. I can't draw with a scale no right now. So these are called diverging beam. This is called converging beam. This is called parallel beam. You understand? Parallel in the sense we indicate parallel like this. Okay, parallel beam. These are the three types of beams. Okay, is it clear? Let's move on to the next topic. This group of light rays, or this group of light rays in the sense this beam, in the sense this beam travels in certain directions. It has, so light also have different properties. Every object has its own properties, right? A sound has its own property. Objects have different properties. Metals have different properties. In the same way, we consider light to have some properties, some basic properties. What are the properties? There are mainly three properties. Three different types of beams. In the same way, three light properties. Okay, they are not interlinked. I am to just an example. Now, what are these three properties? First one, rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light, reflection, refraction. This one is a small property which can be explained right now, but reflection is a very big topic and refraction is also a very big topic. It requires many videos. So firstly I am discussing about rectilinear propagation of light. What is rectilinear propagation? What is rectilinearity? The word rectilinearity means rect, in the sense not deviating from its path. Not deviating. Linear. Linear means you know what is a linear line? Straight line. Property means the ray, light ray, doesn't deviate from its property and always travels in straight line. It always tries to travel in straight line. Means you consider this is a light ray. This is an opaque object. This light ray hits this opaque object. And it does not try to bend and escape from this object. It always follows the rectilinear property in the sense it always tries to travel in straight line. But this light ray is obstacled by this opaque object. So it tries to bounce back. And it does not go in this manner. It does not bend. Light does not bend. It either goes backward or goes inside that object. It does not bend. It does not try to avoid this object. It tries to only face this object. Okay? Now, did you understand what is rectilinear propagation of light? The property of light in which only light try to travel in only straight line. The light always try to travel in a straight line. It does not prefer bending object, bending path. Okay? Now, rectilinear property is a very small property. Okay? The three light property is the second light property. I had said what? Second and third properties are very huge. They are very, very big. So, what is the second property? reflection. In this video, I am going to just introduce what is reflection, and there are many videos related to this reflection. I will make this video as 4 or 5 parts. You could get clear clarity what is reflection. In this video, just I am going to give basics. What is reflection? Okay. What is reflection? Reflection means it always light from the first property we had said that light always travels in straight line. That means it is rectilinear property of light. Due to that property, reflection takes place. If there is no property of such a property that light does not travel in straight line, reflection would not have existed. Okay, are you getting my point? These both properties are interlinked. You consider again an opaque object. Some opaque object, you think this is a wall. Okay, this doesn't look like a wall, but consider it as a wall. A light ray. A light ray, I am not considering always parallel light ray or straight light ray, perpendicular light ray. I am considering like this. Some tilted light ray, not like this, some tilted angles with a theta. Okay? Okay, this theta is not required right now. So, some tilted light ray, no? It, due to rectilinear property, it either goes like this, like this, like this. No, when it hit any surface, it tries to bounce back, but it doesn't get through. Either it can, if this is not an opaque object, it is a transparent object, then the light get into this and get into this, but does not escape from this object. Okay? This property of light, when it hit any opaque object to get reflected or to get bounced back, is called reflection. You take any object, circular object, now I am taking. This is circular object, this is purely opaque. I am sending a light ray towards this. This hits this surface and does not get away from this surface. It does not try to avoid this surface by bending and going like this. No. It tries to escape by bending, by retracing its path, by going in the opposite direction of the light ray which it is coming from. This property is called reflection. Okay, did you get any idea what is reflection? Bouncing back of light is simply nothing but bouncing back of light when it is hit on the surface in this direction, but it does not bend and go in this direction. It does not avoid the obstacle. It tries to face the obstacle and escape from the object or obstacle in the opposite direction. Did you get my point? Now, laws of reflection. There are mainly 3 laws of reflection. Angular equal to angular. I, R, N lies on same plane. And this is normal. I and R lies on the either side of normal. What is he saying? He is saying I, he is saying R, he is saying N. He's saying either on the same plane, either on the side of normal and lies on same plane. What are these? I am going to explain these all topics in the next video. This is Pranadhanipudi signing off. Bye.